Hi guys, welcome again. This time we'll be covering again the game by the highest rated player right now, Fred the Legend from Chile. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. I think I covered one game of Fred before, but I'm not 100% sure. So here we are doing Guess the Move, obviously, as usual with those replays to make it more fun. I hope you are guessing as well. I'm guessing B, and I expect B and B here. But of course we are only guessing this player moves. Okay, so FSS, in this setup, I think I would be pretty happy to play this game in the free player game. Couple of choices, East trading here, very potent. A little unlucky with no double resource. This is too premature. This is obviously useless. This is pretty bad. We could try this, but it is very risky, so my guess is trading post. And my guess is incorrect. Okay, so if we said A, then we should say B, so loom here, it would be my guess. And obviously apothecary. So this might not be like the hard game to guess, except for the first pick. I'm still picking East trading post here. And I think he could have done this the other way around. I don't really agree with this. But obviously maybe he has more success in the ladder. But like with this and this, he's telegraphing this. But if he did this the other way around, this guy can't really block him anyway. So we might be able to snatch workshop, but not if we had two, then he obviously picks this. But if he done this the other way around, maybe we would be able to sneak workshop. Something you can try. More risky, but also more rewarding. Very interesting hand. Let's see what is gone. There is only wood left, and I don't think we are buying, so we should expect just losses for the military. I can see Stone Pit, but it's also a little risky. But I can see Stone Pit. Both of them can buy from us, so if they buy, that's actually useful probably, so Stone Pit, I think. This is a little risky because both of them need the Stone Pit, so you know, a little of the double-edged sword, and we are just saving 2 gold for us. I would pick buffs here, just so, because like at this point I expect red to be gone for us. We can try to sneak it, but it would be really hard to do something in red. He has free red, he has natural red, and like he has this for one of the cards. He can buy maybe another. He has trading to Giza also, so should be set up. What buffs allows us to do is get some resources, but lumber is also very potent. Like I think that instead of the Stone Pit, we would rather have both of these. Of course, then we wouldn't be able to have this because we are able to have this because of the Stone Pit. Very tricky hand, I would say, and it's very rare that the last hand is this tricky, because without this we cannot really buy this. Not really sure what I would do here. I would probably go buffs and just risk it. Maybe we are not even going all the way. But I guess buff. Some people might also build Wonder Stage in this. But we have a lot of gold, so let's see how much do we. We actually, from the last hand, I think we might have. It might have been a small mistake because we cannot build laboratory right now. And if we picked Claypool, we could have done it very cheaply. Yep. I think the last hand was a mistake, and from this hand we are supposed to build a Wonder Stage. That was the perfect play, I think, given what has been coming. But here I still picking buffs. But I'm prepared to be disappointed. Okay, this is the second pick that I would make. I think this guy has like a safer playstyle than I have. Here I think we go for Skull. 100%. There is a lot of good cards, so I think Library might even come back. Okay, this was all... I'm not sure really. Okay, so now we cannot pick Lab, as you can see. And oh, I've seen his pick, but I would have never guessed it. But maybe I could have. I would have gone for Aqueduct here, I think. I'm pretty sure I would have done Aqueduct or a Wonder Stage. But I think Aqueduct is what I would have played. 3, yeah, I would have picked that. Would I? Like, I see why, just so he can have this, but actually, like, we are not interested in having 3 of them in a pool, just because it lets this guild. Maybe we want this guild or this guild, but not sure. But we really don't need this, so... And we hope to have this build of this. So I would never pick this. And I know that... I don't know if that's a good pick. But this is coming back from mistake from round 1, which I would have made if I played this as well. It's just something that I never think that this cost is really easy for this Wonder, just because it has natural Papyrus. Something to keep in mind if you're playing. Okay, let's just go, because the pick has already been made. Okay, this guy is countering us hard. And at this point we should ask ourselves, are we trying to counter him with stables? And I think the answer is yes. I think the answer is yes. So I would actually stables here. And we agree with Fred. He's actually more in red than we are, and that's why I wanted stables, because I thought that this guy was like, okay, I'm winning red, but surprise, surprise, you are not. And here I would actually archery range. I think then this guy has to buy off him, and he doesn't have the money, so we might be able to win both fights. Yeah, I would archery range here. But I can see walls, but we are definitely building a red, but I would archery range. And it costs 1 less, which is also a bonus. Okay, here we are building a Wonder, and we are using a press. Doesn't matter really, like, I would take anything as a point. I don't agree. He'll never buy this, and we don't want him to have press. Okay, and he passed this card. I think we are building another stage. Doesn't matter what we use. That was actually a good play by him. Instead of building this and like kind of drawing with him, he let this pass, so he has a bad pick, and we are doing this. That was a very good pass by him, and very hard to make, because you are so winning using to like being in red as Colossus. That was a very hard choice to make. I really approve this. Okay, we definitely do study here. We cannot risk not getting it. And there is nothing amazing for us anyway. But this I do not approve at all. Like, he threw all that he gained before with his play. And this is a very tricky hand. comes back. How much is this? Is this enough? Like, this guy is obviously building just here, right? He's not building even here, so this is 7. Maybe. This is probably not even 7. We have the money, so I think this is Pantheon. But also, like... Oh, and by the way, this happens. The press happened. So as you can see, even in the best player games, you can kinda spot some tiny bit mistakes. And of course, if I analyzed my game, I would have spotted so many mistakes also. That's why I'm doing this. And also to entertain you guys, of course. Pantheon, I think, still. But maybe we pass the Pantheon. But there is nothing so much better, so I think it's Pantheon. Okay, so he played 6, so he can have 8, which is not terrible. I kind of see the plan here. It would have all been ruined, possibly, but we can kind of like, we are not racing him anymore. Let's see how below in points he falls. So I think we go Arsenal here. We are very happy that this guy kind of, you know, he threw our game on green, but then he kind of gave away anything in red, everything in red. And this looks pretty silly now, because it's just 5 points. Okay, so this is 6, so this is better. We have a tiny possibility of going for double green, but I think it's too risky, so we just go gardens. So yeah, this is 7 at this point. At least 7, so we build it. I disagree. This is better. This is 5, this is 7. Because he is building this, and if we pass him this hand, he is building a wonder, probably. No, he's not. So this is 6, right? But it's still better. Yeah, it's still better. And there is a guild in play also for yellow. And this is just a wonder stage. Okay, guys. So I think we win this game. And this guy is second. Second with his... Oh, this is 6, obviously, and 5. So it's pretty good. And this guy is not even second. So I thought he will be second with Giza, which would have not been bad, but... Oh, I don't think I can see the stats. But pretty interesting game. Started in green, correctly transitioned into red. I think this pick was what won him this game. And this like agile play style is why he's number 1 at this point. He played pretty safe, which is probably also good. He was a little, he was first hindered, but then helped by this guy. But didn't receive any amazing picks. The spread of the cards was pretty good, especially for green in the second round. But he kind of couldn't capitalize on it because of this guy. This guy tried really good, he had some good principles, but I think in the end the push for red cost him the game. And why? I think it was premature. He had good resources overall. He could have just, played the cards and maybe snatch the reds instead of just snatching the reds and letting the good card pass. In the end, it wasn't that good, but he recovered the second place, which is not bad. But I think if you are in a game with Giza as Colossus, you probably should be winning. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think. See you later. Bye.